Set to Explode. Set to Explode. What it was originally called. What was the joke name for this song? Super Pop?
So, Set to Explode became Set to Explode pretty late in the process, actually. This is one of the original songs that these guys had written, and the music was all done, and Craig had come in with his signature hooks.
Yeah, so I'd written the music kind of, I don't know, over the course of like a week, I think, if I remember correctly, but I had the hook kind of pop in my head out of nowhere, threw it down, kind of filled in lyrics, but I had nothing else going for it.
So we jammed it out for a little bit, and I started writing lyrics for the verses and sort of outside of the chorus.
I had like the okay melody for the hook, but it needed some tweaking, and he did tweak the first part of it.
I felt it was lacking just some of that little hook part. So before, this is an exclusive here, before it was Set to Explode, the lyrics were Where Do We Go?
I had Where Do We Go as like the initial kind of lead into the chorus. And one day he comes to rehearsal and he's just like, yo, I got this idea. Can I just change this one line instead of like Where Do We Go, like Set to Explode? And I was like, yo, that's the one. And he tried it in a few other places, but I knew right away that like the chorus needed that little boost.
And the chorus has, besides that one line, has remained the exact same, but I found it was needed a little bit more hook. So Set to Explode came out of my head, and you know, a lot of the lyrics that I was hearing and a lot of what I was getting was just like, you know, you're at that point where you're set to explode, you're with somebody else, and you're both set to explode.
And from there we decided, okay, like basically we're going all in on this. We did it in the bridge too, with like a little Set to Explode part in the bridge that kind of fills that musical gap from like from basically the second last chorus to the last chorus, where we kind of like, and we break into like a halftime part, which is sweet. But we have like a pretty long bridge in this song comparatively to the other songs.
So I had a really tough time with the melody on this one. I was sort of, like I said, the chorus was written, I was trying to put my own spin on the melody.
And he sends this rough draft and he'll say it's garbage.
I sent it out to everybody and it was just straight up bad.
It wasn't garbage, it was just like, wasn't finely tuned.
And I hope it never sees the light of day.
And if you told me it'd be this hard a year ago, I'd say I'm bound to push my luck. I'll be the one who sits back while you take on the world, running blindly with your principles and moral stances. I'm trying, nothing's working.
However, I got it out there.
And we ended up trying this sort of Set to Explode, well, not like yelling, but a lot more excited, sort of exaggerated vocal part to kind of lead into the second half of the bridge. And, you know, it was at the end of the session, Andy's huffing and puffing.
And we got to that, to the breakdown part of the bridge, and it's a really great sounding bridge, and it's really different, and I think it fits really well, but it was just kind of empty.
He's always down to try whatever, like, I'm suggesting.
The last thing we do after I've been singing all day, and, you know, my voice is not in tip-top shape anymore, Craig says, well, why don't you try and do this? So, that was the We're Set to Explode.
So he goes for it anyways, and it was just like, blah, blah, like it's just not working. He musters up like this one big one. I'm so pumped.
And I gather up all of my breath, and I give as much as I possibly can, and I just spin right into the ground.
But like, I'm just like, I basically like, I'm shouting my excitement.
And the excitement in the room was so palpable you can almost hear it.
Because he nails it. And I think it ties like basically the whole beginning of the song to like that latter half of the song perfectly. And it's one of those spontaneous things that if we're not like on the same page at that exact moment, it doesn't happen. And I'm so glad that it did, because like I feel like it kind of takes the song from like you know, this level to like the next level. I think it's spot on, perfect. It's so fun to play live. It's like one of my favorite songs. I didn't think it would be. It's like one of those songs that like kind of just sneaks up on you, and it's a blast. So, John sucks.